video, it took until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to start at 7 a.m. And then I had to upload it. And that took a long time because it's a 50 gig file. So I didn't get the video up until 8:30 p.m.
Dude, watching like obviously because I'm in your Discord and I have that stuff. Watching in real time, you'd be like, actually, 1 second, it's actually gonna come out at 5:30. Actually, it's gonna come out at 8:30 now.
Yeah,
that happens to me so much.
So you understand.
It was that universal kind of feeling.
Yeah, I'm like, I want this out as much as you guys do, but... And I was talking on my stream, you remember, on Sunday, that...
Yeah, I love that you do those. Those must be so fun.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there was a lot of extra shit going on the weekend. It was going to come out. So it was a little difficult to work on it, but it did come out. It's done well enough.
Oh, and before I forget to say it, welcome to the John Hotline, where the Radiator is as much of a co-host as I am. My name is John Chairs. Who am I speaking to?
My name is HalKozy, aka HalKozy. I run a YouTube channel where I run a series called English Version Files.
Hell yeah. I can't remember what the first one I watched was. Because it wasn't the Parappa one. I think it was Doraemon.
I was gonna say, I think you said Doraemon was your first one, that's how a lot of people found my channel way back when I was just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, you know this. One of the many jobs I've had. I had a very fruitful career path. I had apple orchard employee to Japanese toy store clerk.
It sometimes just is like that.
That's just that's what you go to college for.
Exactly.
Did you went to college, right?
I did.
What did you get your degree in?
I got my associates in web design, and I got my bachelor's in communications.
Oh, so I have an associate's in communications.
Ah.
That's right, brother. I did mine at a local community college.
Yeah, that's where I got my associates. Was a community college.
It was either that or I don't know how much you fell into. I call it a pit trap now. Wanting to make video games when you were a kid.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, but then I'm like, maybe not.
For an actual like split millisecond, I was in the chair. I think my sister was like right next to me or whatever, and she was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And I was like, And I thought about it, and I was like, "Well, I'm like, I'm 4 years old. I want to make a video game. What is that though? Computer science." And then I thought back on high school, and for me, high school feels so far away, thank God. But my school had a really fun school news class that you could take.
Okay.
And I found out in my freshman year or whatever that I got there that you can take like a path of classes to get on the school news. And I did theater in high school. Go figure. Or I did theater in middle school is what I meant to say. But unfortunately I also did do it in high school. So I was like, oh, I want to be on the school news. And so the next year I took like a communications class. And the next year after that, I did a television productions class. And then the third year, I had to get into the broadcasting class. And that was it. You had to like physically get accepted into it. And I did. And do you know what year that was?
2020?
2020. Or 2021, I think. My graduating year in high school was 2021.
Oh, my God. Making me feel
I know.
old.
I can only imagine how that makes you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was for me. That was my like last split second. I was like, I took some fun classes in high school.
Oh yeah.
What led you to communications and stuff?
Well, I wanted to do web stuff for a really long time when I was in like middle school. I was always I taught myself stuff like Photoshop. I thought it was fun. I mostly did memes, and I still do memes.
It's almost like a requirement to make the thumbnail.
Yeah. But when I did that stuff, when I finished my degree, I'm like, is this really what I want to do? And I'm like, not really. So I didn't know really what I wanted to do, so I just went with communications. I'm like, F it, why not? Am I allowed to swear?
Of course you are.
All right, well, I said, fuck it, why not? So
yeah, unfortunately, trying to stop myself from swearing is a Herculean task of my own. It's the New York in me.
I get it. So I went to that, and it was interesting. I feel like I got a lot of valuable info out of it, and I graduated and did nothing related to communications, really. It was just my current job. I work in accounting. The requirement to get hired was basically, do you have a bachelor's degree of any kind? And
Can
also,
you say pretty please?
Yeah, and there was also a job I had in college that was semi-related, and they were really interested in talking to me about it. And so I thought I bombed that interview, and they called me back. And they said, hey, can you start next month? And I'm like, you bet I can.
Oh. Hey, you asked for it.
Yeah, it was... And I've been there for a while now, but yeah, I guess a lot of people don't know. I don't do YouTube full time. I wish I did, but no, I work for a company. It's a 9 to 5.
I mean, well, really, you've sunk. I feel like sunk is an improper verb to use. You've dedicated like years to your channel.
Oh yeah, I properly started in 2020. Because
really?
even barring COVID, I was planning on releasing a video anyway before COVID was even on anyone's radar. I was working in late 2019 on a video about Bob in a Bottle. Now, I think there's some important context I need to clarify. I've been doing panels at conventions since January 2012, so a very long time.
Oh,
and
wait, that really?
Yeah,
that's what presided that?
Oh yeah, I've been doing panels for a really long time, and I figure, I'm like, hey, there's some stuff that doesn't really fit into a panel, or I don't have time to talk about it in a panel, so let's turn something into a video. So I picked Bob in a Bottle, aka HalKozy Daimao, and I thought it was interesting. I was just tossing it together, and then all of a sudden you hear rumblings of a COVID-19, a coronavirus, and all of a sudden cons were no more for at least a little bit. So I
lost my hometown comic, the good one. I lost my good hometown Comic-Con to that. Now there's another one that's literally the same Comic-Con, but it has like one locational modifier. So instead of the Chester Valley, it's the Mid-Chester Valley. And it's just the most abysmal dog shit in the world. I used to love local. It was the one con I ever worked. I loved it so much. And then, of course, I started working them in at this time it's 4 years maybe? 3 years I did them.
Wow.
And I rocked like a generational run with one of my old coworkers. We would pull up, we would dance at the booth, we would pull up with a Bluetooth speaker, we would get home, crash at the hotel, come back at 5 a.m. or whatever to set it all back up, and I would do all of it in a Kiryu cosplay.
Yeah.
including the fucking dress shoes. Other sellers would look at me and they'd be like, hey, it's the kid with the dress shoes.
Yeah, no other distinguishing feature, just the dress shoes.
Well, because really, it's, oh my god, the difference between it sounded so much easier. Eventually, I started wearing Crocs. I forgot my dress shoes once, and I packed my Crocs, And I think I'll just get a white pair of Crocs for the Kiryu fit now from now on, because I cannot imagine just like being on your feet, just prepping the booths is so. It's like the one part I dread. I can't tell which part I dread more, actually, packing up or packing down. Have you ever volunteered at like anime conventions like that, or?
I helped a friend pack some things into a car once, and that's the extent of it.
I think like 3-ish people I've worked for. The old toy store I used to work for, my best friend and his coffee company, and another friend who has her own like clothing company. That one was fun because it was just like we showed up to this like free event in New York City. It was like a game development convention, but it was like a really small one based on like a college campus. It was like waffle games.
Okay.
And literally the entire vendor's room was like the size of like a Chipotle, not even. Like I don't know why that's the first thing I thought. Like like a half a Chipotle.
Wow.
Yeah, I finally I finally treated myself to eating at once, and you can immediately tell.
Nice.
You eat out much?
I try not to. I do cook quite a bit. But when I'm at work and either I forgot to bring a lunch or my coworker's like, hey, let's get lunch. Let's get Uber Eats or whatever the hell. Columbus has a bazillion like Chinese places, so usually we get Chinese food.
I don't know why that shocks me so much.
Oh yeah, it's like you throw a rock and you're within like the distance of 5 at least Chinese places around Columbus.
What do you usually end up cooking for yourself when you're at home?
Chicken thighs. I use ground chicken to make taco bowls. I make smoothies. I make jambalaya is probably my favorite thing to make. When I'm having people over, I'll make beef stew or jambalaya, one of the two. Or
the last thing I made was I went out randomly. I went out to the store and I bought myself a small little stainless steel wok. Because for my like 18th birthday or whatever, my mom got me a like the size of a like one of those like big woks, like a carbon steel one.
Oh. Really?
And so it's like it's very. I mean, I love to cook. That's actually like I'm so glad I like to cook, because now when I tell people hobbies I have more than one hobby. It used to be, hi, I'm Joey, I like video games.
Yeah.
Now it's, hi, I'm Joey, I like cooking in video games, because the one's a lot more marketable than the other.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm kind of the same way.
She got me one of those like huge industrial woks. But because it really depends on. I have been super attached to my college's food pantry.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when I'm like working and stuff, and I have a little more of a supplemental income to spend on groceries and stuff, I'm a big fan of pork.
Okay.
So I would take a pork shoulder, like a whole pork shoulder, and I'd butcher it up into pork steak.
Ooh.
The little pork. That's the thing, is pork chops and pork steak completely different. Because pork chops have that really big fat cap on the side of them,
Right.
and compared to if you cut a nice thing of pork shoulder just right, the fat marbling is that of a steak. It better, I would say. You get the right cut, and it's got beautiful marbling in it. And so for a while, I would use that, turn that into katsudon.
Ooh.
Absolutely phenomenal.
That sounds
I haven't done it
good.
in a while, because I usually turn the bulk of it into Chinese pork, like char siu.
Okay.
It's what it was like. It's that dish crossed over to Japan. Japan took it, made chashu. I think that was the order in which it happened.
Oh, okay.
And I had to I went to like a local Chinese grocery store in my hometown for like 2 weeks straight. It got to the point where I'd show up one day, I'd show up the next week, and then I'd show up the next week, and I was like, "Hey, do you have fermented red bean curd?" No, we're good. No, you should try. No, you should. You could try this. You could try. No. Show me the bean curd. And eventually I just had to put my name. I had to put my fucking phone number down for them to call me when they got it.
I see.
But yeah, that was like my number one thing. Sorry, my I don't know how nice the heating arrangement is in Columbus, but these pre-war buildings have like nuclear reactors for heaters.
Oh.
I had to take my cardigan off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's fucking cold here. It's like we started getting real cold real quick.
Yeah, is it like snowing finally, or?
It was over the weekend. And there's still snow on the ground, but we're not expecting more, at least not soon.
Has there ever been like a crazy snowstorm?
Oh yeah, back in I think it was 2007. It was like back to back blizzards we got hit by. And I remember 2008, we had one in March. I was going to go to the midnight launch of Super Smash Brothers Brawl, and I couldn't because there was a level 3 snow emergency that shut down everything.
Oh my fucking god! I think I've definitely driven. I came back. I went to work one day, and the store had like huge windows out the front. So when there was like severe weather conditions, you could really see it happen, and it was so cool. Except for when I watched an entire snowstorm just thump. And then the second I had to go home, it was dark. All the roads were covered in snow. It took me, maybe it was like a half-hour drive, turned into almost an hour and a half, as I had to go like 5 miles per hour down all the local roads, slipping and sliding the entire way. I thought I was going to die for like half of it.
Yeah. Nope, been there, done that.
My god.
Like 2014, 2015, the job I had, it snowed really, really bad. And I was like, I was running late to work. I called in. I tried calling multiple times. And turns out everyone was late to work that day. So no one could answer the phone. And so I was forgiven for being late because so was my boss.
No.
Yeah, it was a very...
I had one day at work, I just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I showed up to work, I just sat there, I didn't do anything for a single day, and I got yelled at.
Oh my gosh. No, it just be like that.
How many jobs have you worked at this point?
Oh God, how many jobs have I worked? I've kind of lost count. It's not that I can't hold a job. I do. It's just I've been working for so long. Like my first job was in college for a greenhouse, or for a greenhouse's warehouse. The truck would come in, I would unload the plants into the warehouse, and that was kind of the job. I'd work for about 4 hours a day.
Oh.
So, to put it bluntly, I've had mostly it's desk jobs, but my first job was manual labor.
But I definitely got my own mix. I washed dishes for a while. I was doing a lot of everything at the apple orchard I used to work at. They'd put me up, I'd be like 14. They'd put me up in the playground to like watch the kids. I dare you as a 14-year-old boy to try and tell a 12-year-old to get off the swing set.
Oh my gosh.
or worse, tell a grown adult that they can't use a seesaw a certain way.
Oh my gosh.
I did guided tours of peach orchards. I worked little farm stores. I worked in kitchens. I illegally operated fryers.
Ooh.
And I got fired 4 years of working there because I called somebody in a corn maze an idiot.
Oh. Well,
The whole thing felt like a South Park joke. It was a kids corn maze. Themed at, well, it wasn't like a kids corn maze, but like it's a fucking corn maze.
right.
I would say I feel like it's the kind of situation where all squares are rectangles, not all rectangles are squares.
Right.
But so it was, it was popular with kids. There's this little like kid path you could take to like, learn about corn, learn about apples, learn about pear, all this shit, right?
Right.
The corn field or the corn maze was themed after Busch Light Beer. So you had kids going through the corn maze, cooking like hops, wheat, apple, beer. And it was around the time, I remember because it was around the time Quentin Reviews, I don't know if you watched him or watched him at any point. It was around the time he released like, I think his original iCarly videos.
Yeah, I'm not. I know of Quentin Reviews, but I don't know a ton about it.
You don't find yourself you don't find yourself falling to the allure of the 9-hour long YouTube video?
I recall seeing it recommended at some point.
That's crazy because when eventually we're gonna be releasing a 9-hour HalKozy video, aren't we?
Yeah, my very interesting life.
It's just going to be a straight 24-hour live feed of like your bedroom.
Oh yeah, because
and at the end you're going to be like, oh well, let me read the Wikipedia for 4 kids.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm only in my bedroom to sleep. I do nothing else there. In previous places I've lived, my bedroom was also an office, but I live in a house, so my bedroom's my bedroom and my office is my office, so.
It has been nice to move into my own apartment and be able to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't realize how much more productive it makes you when your bed is not staring 5 feet at you at all times.
The problem is I have a couch and it's super comfortable. So there's that.
What kind of couch are we talking here?
L-shaped couch, like you sit on it and it's super, super plush, super comfortable. Like when I have people over, they will sleep on this couch and sleep totally fine.
Because I've had the John chair thing has nothing to do with chairs or even John at any point. It's actually from John Cena, but real thing. I had to make a Facebook account. And I named it John Cena, and it wouldn't let me. So I just looked around the room, and the first thing I found was a chair.
I didn't know that.
I made that name like 12 years ago, maybe. and when it was time to make a Twitch account, I was like, you know what? I certainly wasn't going to be Epic Smiley, bro. But I've had 2 of these like nice chairs that I like to sit in. I have the pink corduroy lazy boy, and then this leather chair that I'm sitting in right now as we record this.
Nice.
I love leather stuff. Like leather couches, dream. Leather chairs, perfect. I'm just such a radiator when it comes to this stuff that it's just like leather chairs just feel colder to me. I don't even know why.
Huh. Yeah, did not know that section of the John Chair's lore.
I really thought your channel was older. I feel like I've been seeing your shit since like 2000, literally since like 2012. It feels like that. That's what your account gives me. It gives me Gives me For the Love of the Game 2012 vibes.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I go for. I miss kind of the old days of the internet, so I kind of go for things looking very pretty instead of flat. Like back when things looked super futuristic, and you're just kind of like excited for technology.
You remember being excited? What was that like?
Oh man, it was so great when like you looked at Windows Vista or whatever, and you're like, this looks like the future. Or Windows 7 or whatever, and then like all of a sudden things started looking very flat, and you're just like, man, this doesn't look exciting at all. And then all the smartphones look basically the same back, and I'm used to the time of everyone's phones looking different. I was just looking through my old phone before I got my first smartphone. It is a Samsung Rant. It was exclusive to Sprint back when Sprint was a thing. I had this in high school and then like the start of college, and I stopped using it in 2011 when I got my first iPhone, my first and only iPhone.
I was an iPhone guy for a very long time, and I was waiting for a chance to jump ship, and I was friends with this guy in community college who had a Samsung Z Flip 4.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking cool to me that I conveniently, I think I was working like Zen Kaikon in, I think, like Lancaster, Pennsylvania. One of the best anime conventions I've ever been to. My phone broke there. The ringer stopped working.
Oh no.
And so my phone was like permanently stuck on silent.
Oh no.
And I was like, what are you going to do? And then like, I think maybe like 4 or so months later, literally it was that ignorable. I was in a class where we were like, it was like a high level communications class. We were like working for like actual clients and stuff.
Oh.
And so there was a guy who wanted us to go out and film a documentary about him, about his bingo pinball machines.
What?
That's my thing. My name is Bingo Butch, and I have the largest collection of bingo pinball games you'll ever see. Real thing. Real guy.
Insane.
Really real guy.
And so it was literally like an actual, like we left town. We would all drive up to film it. And I was so excited to go. I overslept.
Oh, no.
I overslept, and I missed 25 calls from my friend.
No.
And they ended up just leaving without me. And I woke up, put two and two together. I walked into my dad's office, and I was like, Dad, we need to go to the Verizon store now.
Oh.
And ironically, I have probably broken. I went immediately. I picked up the Samsung flip phone because it was just that convenient. I've broken it like maybe 3 times.
Oh my god.
Because I'm a big fan. Do you have an iPhone now, or are you a Samsung
Nope.
guy?
I jumped ship from iPhone as soon as I could. I've in the last 10 or so years just exclusively been using Samsung Galaxy stuff.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I wish I made it sooner. Oh, I mean, I probably wouldn't have unless the Flip came out. I think the Flip was the perfect just like form factor, because I just like that I just like that it's different. But yeah, I was so new to it that I dropped it, and the case that I had didn't protect what I would soon find out to be the most important part of the phone. Which is the hinge that connects the 2 screens. So I accidentally dropped it and broke it. Right on the hinge, and that's how I figured out that I needed to protect the hinge. And I would literally go through because I would just buy cheap phone cases. I would go through phone cases every like 3 months or so, because I would just drop it, and whatever case I bought would just bling right off. And then eventually, I think because you have to understand, I drop my phone at least once a day.
Oh.
Like at least once a day.
Oh no.
It's just who I am. And so I guess the amount of times I dropped it. I was in my history class, literally like 2 or 3 months ago or whatever, and the battery just started giving out. Could not figure out why. I almost couldn't. I usually at the time I wasn't carrying my wallet in my bag. I was just leaving it at home and using my phone as like the credit card tap thing.
Oh yeah.
Almost could not go into the subway to get home.
Oh my God.
And I was in like Manhattan. And I was like an hour. My apartment's like an hour away from Manhattan.
Oh.
So I was like, and thankfully someone just left one of the doors open. And I just, hopped or whatever. Oh, God bless.
God, couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this is going to go up in either January or end of December. It depends on how excited I get. But congratulations on a great year for the HalKozy channel.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the biggest year I've had, and I've said this on stream. This is the fewest number of videos I've posted, but the longest in terms of runtime. Like 5 hours of content is quite a bit. Usually it's about 4 per year. 4 roughly at most. So this was a lot, but I'm glad it's doing well. Like Parappa, I've said this multiple times now. I expected nothing from Parappa. I announced it. I had all this hype about it. If you donate to Extra Life, which is a charity, I was raising money for my local children's hospital.
Oh shit!
And
well, that's karma for you.
Well, I suppose, yeah. So one of my fans, Bash, he donated a bunch of money. So we did the game day stream. And I was really trying to push because I was gonna do the video anyway eventually, but I'm just like,
you liked Parappa or
he just likes my channel and wanted to know what the hint or because the only hint I gave is it involves Chris Chan, and I pulled this idea. I pulled this idea out of my ass on stream, like months prior. So, anyways,
that could have been like Sailor Moon too or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it could have been a lot of things, but I'm like, what the hell else am I going to say? If I say literally anything else, it's going to give it away. PlayStation, dog, rap, like, come on, everything kind of points to Parappa. But anyways, I announced it, and I got the most lukewarm response from the announcement.
Go figure.
Because it's so out there. No one requested Parappa. Everyone wants me to talk about Sergeant Frog and Detective Conan and things like that.
Well, now that the new Sergeant Frog movie's coming out.
Yeah. So, I announced it, it gets response. Most people who watch my channel weren't even born when Parappa 2 came out. So, I work on the video.
I think I'm also guilty of that. I'm not going to lie to you. What was it, 2001?
Yeah, 2001.
I missed it by like 2 years.
Oh, my God. So... I make the video. It takes a long time. People are like, why is it taking so long? It's Parappa. It's 3 games long. I'm like, you don't understand.
There's so much lore.
Yeah, because how involved the American side was. And there's so much to it. And
it's been so long since I watched the video. Did you talk about the albums?
I touched on them, yes.
Did you But did you listen to them?
I did. I listened to them.
Oh, I still think about the ice cream song.
Yeah, they were fun listens. I listened to them at least once, and it was a fun time because it's such a strange piece of the history of it.
I think what is it? I have the Parappa DJ party mix thing or something.
I'm shocked at some of the shit that made it on that album,
dude. And it's literally just like all uncensored gangster rap.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, this is marketed to kids.
I think there's a Biggie song on there, and then
there
it's just
is.
Like, and here's stage 2 of Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm like, who made this mix?
But it's a good mix.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, it is, but like,
Unironically.
yeah, for Japanese kids who don't really know English, I'm sure it would make no difference. But for like, if they were to push this out in America, it'd be a different story. I mean, the game is rated what? It's
It'd
rated
be on
T.
Fox News in an hour.
Yeah, the game was rated T, but that's just like by some technicalities. There's really nothing that bad in it.
Parappa parental experience.
Good God, no. There was a lot of intricacies to the story, and people didn't know. A lot of people didn't know the video was going to be 2 hours long. That's why it didn't get put out until March this year. And it did. I'm like, who the hell is going to watch a 2-hour video about Parappa? Apparently a lot of people.
I cannot explain to you how the exact amount of that like one specific 2-month period or however long between mine and your video, I guess that was just the time to release an hour-plus long video on Parappa.
Yeah, because I was doing research on it.
That was the time.
Yeah, I'd heard about the Dread Fox story. I was familiar with it. I was really into PlayStation All-Stars when it was new.
Really?
And I was doing more digging on it, and I saw you uploaded your video. I'm like, oh shit, this is awesome. It was a lot of really valuable info. And then...
Well, I can tell you it certainly wasn't at all. It wasn't my best video.
Really? What do you think your best one was?
Oh shit, I guess I don't really know what my best video is. I mean, well, because there's only been like 5 or whatever. Because I started when I was that one. It literally the play. You remember the PlayStation Direct where Concord was released?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I watched that on. I think either I watched it on stream or I just watched it, and because I was really nervous to make a YouTube video because. Not to shock you, but I didn't know if I had something to say. Me, of all people. But I watched the PlayStation Direct, and it was so bad. I felt like a tremble in my hand. I was like, I have to write. And so that's what got me started. And then that blew up, and I was like, oh my God. It blew up in the grand scheme of like 20-ish, I think, views, which I did not expect in the slightest. And then the next thing I was gonna do, because Astrobot was coming out really soon, but I really wanted to do an icebreaker video or like an iceberg video.
Mm-hmm.
And I still want to do the iceberg video. At some point I think I will, mostly because I think that's the only way to get some of those viewers back on my channel. But yeah, so I wanted to do that, and then much like you, I was doing research into Parappa because I was looking at the iceberg charts. I was accumulating a bunch of iceberg charts from like Reddit and shit, and I was like, well, it's 3 games long, and I know the anime exists.
Yeah.
How hard can it? What don't I know about this series that I've been obsessed with since I was like 10? And then I start looking at the iceberg, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Oh my God, huh?
Yeah.
And eventually I found Dread Fox, and I was like, who? I didn't even know it was the voice. And I thought it was, do you really, you want to know what my immediate thought was?
What?
I thought it was going to be some like YouTuber that touched kids.
Yeah.
It just... Dread, like I get, it's not his real name. It's like it was like a euphemism, or not a euphemism. It was like a fake stage name or whatever.
Pseudonym, yeah.
A pseudonym. Thank you. I thought it was just like someone's username online, and I was like, oh my God, what happened in the Parappa community? I was so fucking wrong. And there was the most annoying part was there was nothing, genuinely fucking nothing out there. No one was talking about it, or no one had talked about it. Period. There was like a 30-minute podcast, and like they don't really talk about it or do anything with it. And I think the podcast had like 1,000 views on it. And I think there was an article from like some C-tier gaming news source, like The Gamer or something,
right,
where they did an interview with Jacob, I think. And I was just like, this just doesn't feel real. I feel like I'm being gaslit. and so I had to. I was literally I'd go to work, and I'd log in on a work computer, and I'd click on like a private tab, and I would write out the script.
Wow.
It was that it took me like. I was working on it, then I moved to Manhattan for school, and then I had like filmed everything. I think like all the stupid A/B cam shit that I wanted to do. I filmed all that right before, and then as I was going to college. Sorry if you can't tell, I'm actually suffering from a bit of a sore throat. I low key took some Dayquil before the podcast.
Okay, that's fine. No, I get it.
But yeah, I was editing it while I was in college, or while I was in my like first year of my second college. How long does it take you to make video? Like, how long does it take you to make like a 2-hour-ish video?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It really depends on what it is, because there's varying levels of complexity. But I've really only made like 2 videos that have been over 2 hours long, not counting there was a Mario Party video I made where it was me and my friends during Extra Life. And, it was us playing Mario Party, but I had to beep out all the swear words, and I had a swear counter in the corner. But
oh my God,
that's a little different. It was really funny. But
it's funny. I think I actually also got my start on a Mario Party live stream.
Oh, it was when the channel was well underway. It was still just I just wanted to upload it because it was really funny. But
that's why we used to upload things on YouTube.
Yeah. So, I have a whole process I follow, and it really depends on the complexity. It depends on what's out there, how well known it is in general. Kinnikuman took for fucking ever because of a lot of things, really. It was, you have completely different fandoms, in a way, documenting completely different things, like getting info on m.u.s.c.l.e. took me to one side of the internet, and then getting info on Ultimate M.u.s.c.l.e. was honestly, a lot of it was 4Kids Flashback. Shout out to 4Kids Flashback, great podcast. And getting info on the actual Japanese series was pretty different from that, and it was...
Mind you, do you speak Japanese? Or understand it even like
a little a little bit. I've been studying on and off for a really long time. I know it enough to get around, but
that was me. I picked up some things because they'd be on the like Oyasumi or whatever like random little Japanese phrase. I picked them up from the side of the boxes whenever we get a shipment in the toy store.
No, I took I used apps. I taught myself how to read kana and kanji and all sorts of things, and I did Duolingo before Duolingo went to shit. I've done a lot, and it was over the course of many, many years. I want to take like a proper few classes, but it's just a matter of time and money.
Gotta hire you a coach.
But
HalKozy as a gift for appearing on the John Hotline. I actually, if you check your door right now, I've sent a Japanese coach just to tutor you specifically.
Well, I appreciate it, but
if you check under your chair, you'll find the keys to your new car.
But anyways, where was I?
You had to go through like 2 completely separate fandoms.
Oh yeah, with the whole Kinnikuman thing, and I'm glad I made the video when I did, because I did get a lot of extra help. I had a guy watch the new anime for me, and I had Blue Baron, who is also I should shout out. His name is Xavier, by the way, the guy who watched the Perfect Origin arc anime, and he just took notes. But that's still a big help. I didn't watch a single episode of that anime.
Oh my god.
But he took a lot of notes. I didn't really need to watch a whole lot. It looked really cool, looked really, really good. It's just I have to also
I gotta.
And then Blue Baron, who is
appointment.
Blue Baron, is a walking encyclopedia on everything for kids. and he threw his hat out there. He threw his name out there when I was doing my Tom and Friends video way back when.
Oh shit.
And so what we did was in January, this year, January, we're like divvying out the work, and I said, hey, I'll take on half of Perfect Origin Arc, and you can do the second half. And Xavier just watched the whole thing. And all of a sudden, I get a text file full of notes. I'm like, thanks.
Oh my god.
And
That's the one thing I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to watch something and take notes.
I pause. Like, watching anime, like, people are like, oh, you just talk about cartoons. No. I will be watching something, I will pause and take notes about, oh, this would look funny in the video. Oh, this I should cross-check with the Japanese version. Oh, I should bring up this because it's funny. Like a funny joke that was told in the show. Because Ultimate Muscle, for those who haven't seen it, and you think 4Kids is always like coloring in the lines to appease S&P. No, Ultimate Muscle, they were trying to see how much they could get away with.
That was so fun to learn about. The like compliment sandwich of inappropriateness.
Yeah, it was insane.
Some of the clips you were using, I was like, shit, I might want to specifically watch the 4Kids stuff of this.
It's so funny, and it's part of what made the show work. It was, it's why people still talk about it. What's that?
I get it.
Yeah.
I finally get it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was. I didn't watch it as a kid. I brought this up in the video. Like, when the Fox box came out, I didn't care about anything else on the block. I saw there was a Kirby cartoon. I was big into video games. I still am. I love Kirby. I'm like, I got to see a Kirby cartoon. Like, let's check this out. And, it was pretty good. It was fun. And
to this day, the only official Kirby Right Back At Ya episodes I could ever watch. You lucky son of a bitch, because you got to see it on TV. The only thing I got was the Kirby Wii collection had like I think 1 or so episodes, and then the Nintendo 3DS video share app,
right?
That had the really weird Kabuki one, yeah. Either that or it was all bootleg YouTube clips.
Yeah, just the TV recordings. That's what it was for Ultimate Muscle for a really, really, really long time. Was you had the singular DVD release, and then you had just people's home recordings off Jetix or the Foxbox or what have you. And then Discotech comes in, they get the rights, they get the masters, and they release it alongside the bonus features like the bumper about Kid Muscle, and then you've got the Who's Got the Muscle commercials. And I thought that was so cool, but also I love Discotech. I think they do great work with preservation of this really obscure shit. And they'll do their best to just fill it to the brim with bonus features. So it was appreciated, especially because there were as many commercials as they were.
You said it was Discotech, right?
Yeah, Discotech. I know.
I have the Bobo Blu-ray from them.
Yeah, they will just rescue so many licenses and make it available to the general consumer. And granted, it's a limited run kind of thing, but
better than limited run, at least.
Yeah, no, I don't mean the company, but you know what I mean. It's like they'll run it for a limited time. Yeah, a limited run game.
I still think about the fucking the Sonic X Shadow Generations Collector's Edition. I don't think it's ever been shipped yet.
Yeah, like Discotech is like limited run games if limited run games wasn't shitty.
I almost got it too. It was just too expensive.
Yeah, no,
it was so expensive.
I feel that
I was
too.
So put off. I literally bought the Japanese collector's edition.
Well, you got lucky there.
Yeah, because that one came with the Shadow statue.
Yeah, you got something.
I made my friend. I made my friend buy it and then ship it to me.
Amazing.
I almost got the Sonic Tims too. There was a 9.99999. I was getting there. I was like, no, I won't. And then slowly the fucking thoughts crept into my mind. I was like, I think I might have to buy the Sonic the Hedgehog Tims. only for them to be like a limited release. Like 2 pairs were made.
Oh, oh dear.
It would have been so nice, but no, fuck me.
Oh,
Tell you what, we'll take a break here for an ad real quick.
okay.
If you want to just like go get up and do 50 jumping jacks in as fast as you need to do them. Hey guys, Sick Joey here. That's not sick as in cool. That's sick as in sick. But you know what's sick as in cool? Mana Potion Tabletop. More specifically, Mana Potion Coffee. Mana Potion Coffee is USDA organic fair trade coffee inspired by all your favorite isms in the D&D sphere. And that's not just autism. Get yourself a light, medium, or dark roast based off your favorite D&D characters like bards, orcs, or more orcs. You can also get a variety of incredible organic teas like peach Earl Grey, jasmine green tea, and chocolate Earl Grey. That one's my favorite. Go to manapotioncoffee.com and you can even get yourself some John Chairs merch like the John Chairs stickers and the new John Chairs poster. That's manapotioncoffee.com. Don't forget to use code JOEY, Joey, to get 15% off your first order of coffee. I was looking at my email. I started to realize I'm at the age in my life where I treat email like a social media.
Oh,
I'll get like no notifications on like Twitter or something, and I'll just be like, oh, what does Gmail have to say? Oh, I'll be getting denied from job applications I forgot I even applied to. That actually already happened to me once. I applied for a voice. Apparently, I applied for like a voice part, and then completely forgot about it in the span of like a week. And I got an email from the person in charge of the project, and they were like, "Hey, just a quick follow up on this part." And I was like, "Huh? Yeah, so we're gonna not. There was a lot of good candidates. You're not one of them."
yeah. I'm ready to resume when you are.
Yeah, no worries. I kind of just. It's going to be a lot of fading in and fading out mid conversations.
Nope, I get it.
Have you ever actually? I mean, no, because I was thinking about it. Have you ever thought about doing merch?
Actually, yes, but it was a long time ago. It's just I have to be conscious of copyright stuff.
Yeah, because you don't. There's I guess there's no real like HalKozy symbol.
No,
if I had to pick one, I think it's your voice. For me, it's your voice.
Oh well, thank you. I thought of one a long time ago. It was doing one based on David and the Magic Pearl.
Oh,
and it just says back home in Chicago, and I would do something related to David and the Magic Pearl on it. And like it would work because people from Chicago or fans of Chicago could buy it and not know it's from a stupid fucking old VHS tape.
I was gonna say you're gonna hate me. What the fuck is David and the Pearl?
Oh yeah, no, it's an old video I made. Okay, so David and the Magic Pearl was a Polish-Swedish movie. It was made like fresh off of Poland leaving like the Soviet bloc,
as most films are.
And so it had the Polish version, you had the Swedish version, and then it was brought to America as kind of direct to VHS, and it was dubbed by the late Christine Cavanaugh. This predates Chucky from Rugrats by 2 years.
Oh.
And it just kind of was in obscurity until a guy named Nick Shorts Online started making YouTube poops of the movie. And funny enough, he just the other day found my video because I do give him a shout out. Yeah, I made that video in 2021, and he finally found it and said thank you for the shout out, and he gave a little background on how he found the movie and how he made the YouTube poops. I'm like, holy shit, because it was the day, I think it was the day or the day after I uploaded Kinnikuman. So oh yeah, no, I also didn't know this. He was the one responsible for popularizing Dr. Rabbit in YouTube poops.
Oh my god, there's a whole...
I thought it was Walrus Guy
when
because
is the English voice acting files on YouTube poop coming?
That's about as close as it gets, is the David and the Magic Pearl one. Because I saw it was a dub, because I didn't know. It just looks like a cheap little cartoon. It's a cheap little cartoon because it was made in Poland and Sweden. And David, I love Christine Cavanaugh. They wrote David to narrate the film in the English dub. He never shuts the fuck up for the whole movie.
Oh, God bless. Don't all good narrators?
Yeah, he just will go on and on. He'll talk about Chicago, back home in Chicago, because the movie takes place in the jungle. And it's just, I know people might watch that video and think I hate the movie. I don't. I think it is a very cute movie.
There's a very
especially
fine
for
line
what it
between
is.
So bad it's bad and so bad it's homey. Not good, homey.
It's charming.
Exactly.
Partially because of the backstory of it. And then in Poland, they did have like additional books and such of David. And obviously we never got those. But I did find that interesting when I was working on the video. That was back when I was doing one video a month, and I'm never doing that again.
I thought I could do that. I made the Parappa video, and then I was like, okay, you have a month to make the Sonic X Shadow Generations video, buddy.
Jesus.
I took a year.
Oh, yeah.
I took a literal year. And it was the first video of mine to, I guess, quote unquote bomb.
Yeah, it happens. Oh, I have my tales of bombs.
I don't know, man, because that's, if you ask me what my favorite one is, I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, it was fun, especially because back when Generations came out in 2011, I was so excited for that game as a almost lifelong Sonic fan. And it looked good, it sounded good, and I played it, and it was awesome. And I played the fuck out of it. So when they were re-releasing it with additional content with Shadow, I'm like, fuck yeah, sign me up.
And
it was
amazing. We are never getting that Shadow gameplay ever again.
Yeah, like there was at least one shot every stage where it's like, shit, this could be a wallpaper. It was so cool.
That was my first experience taking notes while playing a game.
Oh yeah,
I had no fucking idea how to do it. I would get home from class, I would play the game for like an hour, and I just play through. Thank God the Shadow part was only like 5 levels or whatever. And
it was still pretty beefy. I thought it was going to be a cheap 1 hour thing. No. It was pretty, and it was so replayable. Out.
It was the first Sonic game that I really replayed all the levels.
Damn.
Like I got S rank on everything. And it took some effort. I like, as I was writing the script for that, I realized that like I think both Act 1 and Act 2 of Radical Highway are fully 3D levels. Like no 2.5D bullshit in them. And I couldn't place why I loved the levels so much. And it was that. And they could have been doing this the whole time. I don't know if you I think this is too specific. Nick.com games or like Flash games like that. Did you ever play them?
Yeah. I was around for like peak Flash games. Like but when I was younger, I was on Newgrounds all the time. That was my go-to.
Specifically Nick.com. For me personally, it was addictinggames.com was my go-to. All like me and all my cousins would it was like our website.
Right.
It's where I played. That's where I played Fancy Pants Adventures. But Nick.com would have these like kind of blanket level builder games.
Mm-hmm.
And like it would be like SpongeBob, Fanboy Chum Chum, and it would just be pretty much the same blank level builder concept that ran at like 3 frames per second. And every time Sonic, especially in like Sonic Colors and like Sonic, I can't really say Sonic Forces. I'm going to be playing Sonic Forces, I think, next month. It should take me like a fucking afternoon. That game's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you hold one button the whole time.
Yeah, it is the most 6 out of 10 game I have ever played, and that's being pretty hard carried by Fist Bump being as good as it is.
6 out of 10 is really generous. But
yeah, it's more like 5 out of 10, but man, it gets bumped up. Fist Bump is so good. That's such a good song.
All of the 2.5D, not even 2.5, just like the 2D segments in like Boost Formula Sonic games, they all feel like the Nick.com level generators. It's just, there's random boxes everywhere. Nothing feels like it belongs in the world. SpongeBob is there. It like all. It always just felt so fake, and it makes me like them less. And so, like, even Sonic Generations, like the original Sonic Generations, has that problem where it's like, now here's the shitty 2D part of this prior all 3D level. Enjoy. It's like, no, actually, I kind of don't.
Yeah, it works well with Classic because it's built around that.
Yeah.
But with Forces, Classic Sonic was very much tacked on. And it feels like it because the physics are off.
Sometimes I kick myself that Mania did so well.
Oh my god. Because
it was the first game I ever got on my Switch.
Oh, I bet.
And it was literally my second copy of the game.
That's awesome. I waited for the Steam version, which was delayed by 2 weeks. But it was worth the wait. I played through it and loved it. I've replayed it a few times now. It captures so much of the
at this point.
Energy of the classic games.
And it's such a good like afternoon game.
Oh, yeah. Because that is something I used to do was a few years ago. I'm like, we have an hour to kill until we got to go someplace. I'm like, here, I'm going to play Sonic 2 because I can do that in about an hour. And I swear to God, every single time.
I've never beaten one of the Genesis games.
Oh,
not
really?
For the sake of trying. I have the Dream Collection. Dream Collection is very different. I have like the classic
Sonic
collection.
Origins.
Yeah, like not Sonic Origins. That one's the one on the Switch. I have the one on the GameCube.
Oh, Mega Collection.
Mega Collection, yes. I have the Mega Collection, and every like 5 months or so, I'll be like, this is the time. And then I'll sit down and I'll try and beat Sonic 1, and I will fucking bomb.
Yeah.
It's because I want to get the Chaos Emeralds, and then I try to get the Chaos Emeralds, and I fuck it up, and I'm just like, all right, I'm never playing this game again.
Yeah, it's hard.
I do the same thing with Minecraft. Never beaten Minecraft. Never.
Actually, same. For as much as I've played it over the years, I've never actually beaten it.
I think the closest I ever got was after, I think like one summer, the summer in between my first and second years of community college. I did nothing but stay inside and play Minecraft for like almost like 3 months straight. And I'd literally just wake up, put on a podcast, play Minecraft. And I had built like 2 entire villages from the ground up. I kidnapped one villager, I think 1 or 2 villagers, and then I would build entire villages. And then I built 2 of them. And then I went to the Nether, and then I never found the end. I never did anything else. I almost started working with potions. Almost got diamond armor. And later I realized that was a depressive episode.
Yeah,
that's why I had so much time. I was looking back. I was like, wow, I sure did a lot in this Minecraft.
Yeah, it do be like that.
Because I mean, I don't think you do. I think I just assumed you do collect video games.
Not really. Like, if I buy a game, I usually intend to play it. But Columbus has such a massive, massive collecting scene for retro video games. We have a whole fucking convention dedicated to it. That I know a lot of collectors.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you can add me to that list because it like fundamentally changed the way I play video games. Because especially with games like Minecraft or like Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon, games that I love and I would love to play. Always wanted to get a Harvest Moon game on the GameCube. I own Animal Crossing on the GameCube. I've maybe played them for like 5 minutes. Because it's just something about the way that I consume video games has changed so drastically ever since I started collecting that like I need to be able to pick this up, play it, put it back on the shelf, and move on to the next one. My backlog is always like 30 something games long at any given time.
I think that goes for a lot of people, to be fair. Myself included. I have a shit ton of unplayed Steam games.
Dude, I still have to play Metaphor Refantasio. That is literally on the shelf, and on top of it is my unplayed copy of Final Fantasy 8 or 9.
Oh my gosh.
Not to mention my copy of Final Fantasy 10 that also needs to be played. I still made time for Curious George on the GameCube this summer.
Wow.
That's a lie. I actually put that into the console and it didn't work.
Oh.
I had to pivot to the Chicken Little game instead.
How'd that go?
Oh, that game is crazy if you never played it.
I have not.
They delve really, I don't even know if you remember Chicken Little. It's
I do. I remember it being a thing, but it was after my time, so I didn't go see it.
In the film, there's the sky falling was like the aliens. And in the game, they take that little bit about the aliens. I don't even think they're in the movie for that long. 90% of the game is just like you're on an alien spaceship.
Huh. That's wild.
Very creative interpretation, you could say.
Yeah, it sounds it.
But what have you been playing recently?
When I have time and motivation, I have been playing the Great Ace Attorney 2. I made it a goal this year to catch up on the Ace Attorney games, and then Kinnikuman happened. Because at the end of last year, end of last year coming into this year, I was working on beating Ace Attorney Investigations 2, which was amazing, by the way. Because I remember when that game was when it came out in Japan, and people were begging Capcom to bring it here, and Capcom said no. And I was part of the campaign to, please Capcom, please. And then fans were just like, fuck it, it's not happening. We're gonna make a fan translation. And then we finally got the official translation. It was very, very good. I remember when it was announced, I had jury duty.
Oh.
So I was in a courthouse.
They never make me do it. I get like right at the end of the process, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't need you. Never mind."
Yeah, no, that's what happened with me. This was my first time being called in, but I still needed to be there. So the Nintendo Direct was going on. I was sitting in the lobby with the sound off, watching the Nintendo Direct. I heard rumblings of there being an Ace Attorney thing, and then they announced, "Oh my god, the duology of Ace Attorney Investigations is coming out." I'm a huge, huge, huge Ace Attorney fan. One of my very first cosplays was Phoenix Wright in Apollo Justice after he gets disbarred, because that's what my college budget could afford.
I mean, that checks out.
Yeah, so
I had a phase
was
where I would watch.
super stoked.
I
was
Yakuza
super
games,
stoked,
and I was watching Saul Goodman, and that's why I have all the suits that I have.
That's amazing.
That and unrestricted access to an eBay account.
Because because I know the fan translation has existed for a long time. I started to play it and then just kind of got distracted with something else, and I'm like, I just didn't get around to finishing. And then the official translation came out, and I'm kind of glad I waited, so I didn't get attached to the fandom names of the fan translation. But
yeah, I remember that. What was wasn't there like some kind of not really fan uproar, but fans were disappointed at some of the renames?
yeah, some of the renames were controversial, but some, like, there was at least one that was universally praised, and that was the judge, the female judge in the game. Her name was like Courtney something in the fan translation, like Court.
Yeah.
And in the official translation, it's Verity Gavel, and it's such a pretty name that people were like, yeah, this one's better.
It feels like the name of a horse on My Little Pony. I can't really explain why.
Like Verity, but there was, like, it was hit and miss. Like, some people liked Ray Shields over Eddie Fender. I like Eddie Fender. I think that's a clever name.
Yeah.
But I played through the whole game, and I loved it. It was fantastic. It was a big step up from the first one. Not that the first one was bad. It was just part of it. It was just kind of weak. Like, I'll sit through it. At least none of the cases are as bad as the second, or what? No, the circus case in the second game.
Oh my fucking! Wait, is that like universally considered a bad one?
Oh yeah, everyone hates that one.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you serious?
Oh yeah, no, like I've never heard anyone praise that case. The only praise I will give it is there is a case in Ace Attorney Investigations 2 that uses the Big Berry Circus, and I'm kind of like, and it's a really good case in my opinion, and I'm like, if it wasn't for that case in the second game, we wouldn't have this pretty good case in Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
I thought I was going fucking insane. I dropped Ace Attorney 2 because I was stuck in the circus case.
It's bad.
Oh my God,
there's
are
a
you
lot
serious?
wrong with it. I was pissed
stuck
playing it.
Cross-examining the fucking clown.
Yeah, because he keeps making jokes, and you get in trouble for it.
Oh my God.
Like, come
Maybe
on,
I'll
man.
stream that, actually.
Yeah,
I
was
have the
pissed.
Switch collection. Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, I played it on the DS. I was borrowing a really good friend of mine's copy. We did a game trade. I let him play Kirby Superstar Ultra, and he lended me Ace Attorney 2 because I was getting into Ace Attorney, and I didn't have 2.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's Ace Attorney 2 is the weakest of the original trilogy, and then 3 is peak, and that's where I started, was 3, because they weren't numbered like they are in Japanese, so I didn't know better.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
Yeah, because in Japanese it's Gyakuten Saiban, and then 1, 2, and 3, and here they're like, no, it's got to be Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations, and there was a lot that
been that hard to put the number and then the awesome ass subtitle.
Right. No, it's I love Ace Attorney. It's one of my favorite series of all time. And yeah, it was I started with 3, which is a good and bad thing, because it's bad because it is the end of the saga of the original trilogy and wraps up a lot of loose ends, but it's good because it's peak. The final case is so good. Dang. I don't want to spoil it for anyone listening that hasn't played
honestly,
it. If you
don't,
haven't,
because I think you've convinced me to pick it back up next month.
Oh yeah, no, Ace Attorney 2 is a slog, partially because of the circus case, but it does not get worse than the circus case.
I'm gonna need to, because I'm gonna have to get my other half of my wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm gonna need a game to stream non-committally. However,
yeah, you can finish the second game and then get to the third one, because there's a lot of reasons I love the third one. The prosecutor you're up against, Godot, is so good.
I know that
cool.
guy. It's the guy that looks like Eric Andre, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's got the visor on and he drinks coffee.
Futuristic Ichiban Kasuga 2099.
Yeah. Yeah, no. There's one case that's kind of weak, but again, the bar is pretty low. I would still take it over the Big Berry Circus case. And also it gives us an amusing moment in the anime as far as the English dub goes. But I'm getting sidetracked.
Oh? And what would you
Yeah.
know about English dubs?
Yeah, because the reason I know about this partially is because Ryan, who's one of my best friends, when the dub was coming out, he was telling me, hey, Sam Riegel is in the dub because he voices Phoenix Wright in the games. And for the anime, they used a Dallas cast. And I'm like, let me guess. He's Furio Tigre because he was impersonating Phoenix Wright in a case. Sam Riegel was voicing Furio Tigre.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, that's brilliant. So
I always forget that, like, those heavily compressed, like...
Oh no! Yeah, no.
Well, I forget that those like that has to be a real person saying that, and that's not like a fucking someone just pressed the keys on a MIDI piano just right to make it sound like words.
In the original games, it's staff members that are voicing the characters for the objections. The collection, the original Switch collection, just got updated though because the person voicing Phoenix Wright has a problematic history, let's say. So they took Sam Riegel's
We got Mike
clips
Pollock.
Oh, it's worse.
Oh, we got Vic Mignon.
You can look it up. You can look it up yourself and be the judge. But he, yeah, there's a Google Doc about him.
Not the Google Docky.
Yeah, he got Google Doc'd and it wasn't good. He was already pretty low because of the Mighty Number 9 thing. He infamously is the guy that said it's better than nothing. That was him. So because of the controversial thing that was not public knowledge when the trilogy first came out, they took the clips of Sam Riegel as Phoenix Wright from the 5th game and retroactively put them on the first 3 games. They did that with Apollo Justice as well, the 4th game. So anyways, that's a whole aside about Ace Attorney. But yes, in general, for the original games, they just had staff members do it, both in Japanese and English. So it's not like they're doing full voice acting. They just needed, hey, can you do objection?
Makes sense. Well, that was
Yeah.
about what is it? It's Mario, the Mario RPG ones, where Charles Martinet just went in the booth and went, oh, dude, I showed that to my nonna. This 73-year-old woman. I was like, Nonna, what does this mean? And then I showed her my DS and I was like, and she was like, she didn't give a fuck.
That's amazing. That's amazing. No, and then that
The
ages
curse
me
of being
because
Italian and just assuming Mario was right.
Yeah, I remember when Superstar Saga came out on Game Boy Advance, and I played that game and freaking loved it. It's so
Bowser's
good.
Inside Story is in my top 5.
I never did finish Bowser's Inside Story, but I really, really liked what I played. I think I still have it.
After this.
No, it's one of those things that I should get back around to it. I was in college when I was playing it and just got sidetracked with something else.
Yeah, literally, that's what happened to me with the Ace Attorney 2. It was motivated forgetting.
No, it happens. It really just happens. And yeah, I was by 2011, I had caught up with everything officially released in America for Ace Attorney. And then I just didn't really keep up from there. So I'm catching back up because I didn't finish the 5th game. I didn't even start the 6th game. I did last year, I want to say, I finally finished the Professor Layton crossover.
Oh.
And that's what got me into Professor Layton was having that crossover be announced back in 2010. What game did I start with?
Jesus.
The Unwound Future.
Jesus.
That was the latest one at the time. Have you played that game?
I Unfortunately, I've not played any of the Professor Layton games.
It's fucking depressing at the end.
Oh. Well, I mean,
I'm like-
the problem is I would love to, but I have a brain curse that makes me have to buy them all physically. So I would have to go, I'd like even the Digimon games and the Pokemon games and shit like that, where I really did want to get into them. It's just so much harder for me now. That's why I stream.
I get it.
That's why I stream.
No, I get it.
Every so often, my chat will meet a tip goal, and I'm like, oh, finally, I can buy a fucking Digimon game.
Oh, good old Digimon. I've played the first 3 World games. I didn't beat any of them, but I had them as a kid. So I used to watch the anime, and so I have a good knowledge of at least early Digimon. I remember when it was first coming out.
I
was
was just told that they're better than the Pokemon games, and I fully believed the man that told me.
Yeah, the recent games have been really good from my understanding.
Yeah, it's like Cyber Sleuth or whatever they're called.
Yeah, like everyone says those are really good and they look really good.
Everybody uses the P word, the P5 word when describing them.
I see.
So
I would say P word. That could be a few things.
P word can be a few things. P5 can only mean one thing. And by one thing, I mean one thing and 50 side games.
Yeah.
Plus a rhythm game, Mr. Squidward. Plus a rhythm game.
Yeah. Persona 4 used to be the punching bag.
Bring it back.
Oh, man.
I didn't know what I was missing.
Yeah. Persona 4 is how I got into that series, so.
For me, it was 5, 4, 3.
That's how old I am. That's how long ago I got into Persona, and I remember 5 being like, oh man, this looks like it's going to be pretty cool. 2015 can't get here soon enough, and then it got delayed.
10 years later.
God, I remember the night it came out. Atlas let my local game store have it. Let us have it a day early. So I was up till midnight playing through the first dungeon or so.
Oh man,
the game.
The OG 5 has such a slow beginning too.
Yeah, and then I played Royal when it came out on Steam because I never got a PS4.
Oh,
so because Persona 5 was on PS3, that's what I had, and I was one of the few people to get it to pre-order it on PS3
entirely.
Yeah, I didn't have a reason to pick it up, and then I do now. But
well, how else were you going to play Yakuza 0 at the time?
I have a PlayStation 5 because my local store was having a sale on PS4s, and I said, hey, I guess it's time to get a PS4. And a guy I knew who worked at the store is like, hey, I'll give you the same discount on a PlayStation 5.
Fuck you.
And I'm like, hell yeah. It was, used, but still.
Fuck you, man. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have a PlayStation 5. I would never consider it otherwise.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, now I can play PS4 games and PS5 games. But
I mean, I won't say quite yet how I got my PS5 because it's quite a story. But if anything, I will save that for maybe a future episode. It's it's one of those things where people split.
I see. Yeah, the only PlayStation 5 game I have physically is Astrobot.
I mean, fuck, man. My PS5 library is so fucking weird. I have Sonic Superstars and Stray, and it's like right next to Ryan's Racing World or whatever on the PS4. I picked that game up at GameStop for like fucking $2.
Oh my god.
The employee looked at me like I was a freak. I low-key was.
It was funny because the day I went to go pick up my PlayStation 5, I was looking at PlayStation 4 games to pick up. I don't even remember what I picked up other than Mighty Number 9.
Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure he saw that alongside whatever else I was buying, was like, you know what? I'll let you have this one for like $1.
Damn! Fuck you, bro.
I've played Mighty Number 9. I played it on Steam.
I'm not going to lie to you. After this conversation, I'm heavily considering two things. A, picking up Mighty Number 9 on the Wii U, and...
I have it on the Wii U.
Picking Ace Attorney 2 back up.
It's funny because I have Mighty Number 9 on Steam, the Wii U, and I have 2 copies on the PlayStation 4. I have
That's
just the regular
they used
game.
To talk about in the Bible, dude.
I have the regular game, and I have a collector's edition I got for $40 at Torg one year because I'm like, it's $40, it's funny.
Oh, man.
I haven't even opened it. I just saw it was $40, and I'm like, I have so much money. Fuck it.
Oh, my God. To have that much money that I say, you know what?
Oh, my God.
Go to the Capcom headquarters, say, hey, bring out the Mighty Number 9. It'll have you feeling like an anime kid on prom night.
I have made that joke. If you pay attention, I've made a joke. I've made several Mighty Number 9 jokes across my videos. I can think of 3.
A true auteur.
Because I the Tom and Friends video, there was a line by a guy dressed in a bulldog costume, and there's a bulldog character. And he's trying, the guy in the bulldog costume is trying to befriend the bulldog, and a line he says in the dub is, yeah, I haven't felt this rejected since my high school prom. And I zoom in on the shot, and I put the bra sound, and I put a picture of Beck from Mighty Number 9. And then in the Parappa video, I talk about Project Rap Rabbit. And I'm like, tell me if you've heard this one before.
The joke writes itself.
Yeah, it's like it's a spiritual successor to a game that people have been waiting for a sequel on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, if you've been paying attention to video game Kickstarters in the last decade, you can probably feel a mighty sense of deja vu. And I show Ukulele and Mighty, Beck from Mighty Number 9. And then Kinnikuman.
Oh, man.
You really have to be paying attention.
I think I might have caught it. I don't think I did, though.
In the corner, I put a tiny Beck when I said it with, as far as like the Kinnikuman fan translations, there was one at Toriyama's World. And I said, it's better than nothing. And in the corner, you could see a tiny Beck.
You know what? I don't want to be that guy. As I was watching that video, I was making, I think, soup.
Oh.
I was cooking for a majority of the video.
It's fine, dude. People have openly said they listen to my videos, but I do like to put stuff on screen.
I mean,
to
of course,
reward people watching. Like, if you listen, that's fine. I'm still getting the watch hours.
I'm not the kind of guy that can like put on headphones and do that. I had like my laptop on the table, and every so often I'd like crane my neck back to like look at what you were showing. I think for like at least the bottom, not like maybe the last like half hour, I listened to it on the subway because I had to go to class.
Yeah. No, I'm not offended. You guys are listening to it, consuming the content, giving me the watch hours. But for people who are paying attention, I do like to reward them with really stupid things like that. The Beck in the corner.
You know what? It's better than nothing.
Yep. It's true.
I'm gonna cut it off here. Because I have to get back to studying for my Italian final, and I guess we'll figure out how I did on that Italian final next month on the John Hotline. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
My best YouTuber friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, best of luck on your Italian final.
Yeah, I'm going to need it. It's tomorrow.
Well, you take it easy.
I will. And thank you for the inspiration to not only pick up Ace Attorney again, but play Mighty Number 9. That will be my first Mega Man game.
Oh no! Have you really never played a Mega Man game?
I think I played like the first boss of 11 or 12 because my best friend in high school had it on the Switch, and he was
11.
Huge Mega Man fan.
Yeah,
And
you had to
really wanted
be
me to play
there
it.
for Mega Mania.
Man, I'll probably end up picking up the Mega Man collection on the GameCube at my local game store when I can.
I wouldn't recommend it because of how it's emulated. Also, the buttons are swapped for whatever reason on the GameCube version. Like B is jump, or B is jump, A is shoot. I don't know why that is. It just is. And they emulate.
I'm sure they have like physical collectors for the Switch, or physical editions for the Switch.
Yes, they do for the Legacy collection on the Switch. Yes.
All right, I'll have to pick up. I mean, those will probably be cheaper anyways.
Yeah, most likely. But yeah, what do I recommend for someone to start Mega Man? Because like the games are not easy.
Nah,
like
I gotta start with one.
Yeah, you're going to be like me? That's what I did. I started with one.
I wanted to play the Final Fantasy VII remake, so you know what I did?
What?
I played Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1 instead. Because there's important context you miss if you don't.
Yeah, with Mega Man 1, it is interesting because they're figuring out what they can do. And there's a lot of tropes and things that aren't used in future games, like the scoring system. There's only 6 Robot Masters instead of 8. There's a lot of real specific things. Also, some of the bosses do a fuck ton of damage. There's a lot of improper balancing. There's also the pause trick.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do know.
I was going to say, because I was talking to a friend, and he said he tried playing Mega Man 1 and had a hard time with it. And I was talking about the pause trick, and he had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, yeah, Mega Man 1 is the only one that has a dedicated pause button, and it refreshes hitboxes, and you can just rip through.
I remember because I used to watch a shit ton of like top 10 funniest glitches in games. So I've been like acutely familiar with that. I won't lie to you, that was the first thing I thought of. But have an awesome night, man.
Yeah, you too.